Cardano is one of the top 10 largest cryptocurrencies in the world. And in 1 hour, it has exploded in price. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? Do you see this? Do you see what this means? It means that if you have a 9-to-5 job, you need to quit that right now. It means that if you have a family, you need to sell them and buy ADA. If you have kids, I'm sorry, sell them. You can get them back later when you're a quadrillionaire, okay? Okay, if you can't hint the sarcasm, but in this video, we are going to be talking about, here's what we're going to be talking about, y'all. Some Cardano news, some recent events in Cardano, which I believe in long term, and consider subscribing if you're interested in Cardano and other projects that provide a positive impact in the future. Anyway, so we're going to talk about Cardano's price volatility and some technical analysis behind it. I'm not a technical analysis expert, don't expect me to do this. We're going to be reacting to a video of a YouTuber that I watch. He's pretty good with it, and I'm trying to learn as we go along. I live stream every day. Consider watching them if they pop up in your feed. And also some real life cases of Cardano, because you know, what's the point of all of these price targets, these prices, these charts and stuff? What's the point of all that if at the end of the day Cardano doesn't have any use in real life, any actual products? Let's look into it. So the first thing I'd like to pull up is, let me actually switch on my screens to actually look fancy with the transitions and stuff. But I'm going to pull up this video by Crypto Capital Venture. And yeah, I'm actually going to switch it to this right here. Okay. The name of the video is Cardano Blast Off, and it's pretty accurate. But the first thing I wanted to point out is, hey, actually, before this, I want to pull up something real quick. This is something that I highly resonated with. I tweeted it. It's from a video by JRNY Crypto. Very good YouTuber. He brings up crypto news at the end of every day, so consider watching him. The quote says, "Investing should be more like watching paint dry or watching grass grow. If you want excitement, take $800 and go to Las Vegas." And that's a quote by Paul Samuelson, and I completely agree. Don't expect this to be, you know, the casino. Sure, we can look at these short-term charts, but at the end of the day, if you're not in it for the long term, you haven't made money until you exit. You haven't lost money until you exit, and you're not going to know when to sell if you don't really know about the project. Of course, there are some people that look at charts and technical analysis and all that, and I have no idea about any of that. So let's learn together, y'all. First thing I wanted to bring up is, let's just let them play.
High or low, one of the most bullish things Cardano could do, because if you remember, the Bitcoin bull market started back here when Bitcoin broke the bull market doors. That green Fibonacci that you see there is the swing high bull market high of 2017 to bear market low, pull back into the bull market doors, explosion through to the upside. That's the story being told for Bitcoin right now. We're in the middle of the bull market. If you remember, Cardano now on the weekly, you know, bull market high 2017, 2018 area, bear market low.
Bro, is this too fast for y'all? I have this on 1.75. My apologies. Let me replay it. If it doesn't buffer. Hopefully it doesn't buffer, y'all.
High or low, one of the most bullish things Cardano could do, because if you remember, the Bitcoin bull market started back here when Bitcoin broke the bull market doors. That green Fibonacci that you see there is the swing high bull market high of 2017 to bear market low, pulled back into the bull market doors, explosion through to the upside. That's the story being told for Bitcoin right now. We're in the middle of the bull market. If you remember, Cardano now on the weekly, you know, bull market high 2017, 2018 area, bear market low, Cardano still just at the bull market doors. And not only that, testing the 786 line of those bull market doors for around a month, more than a month, And right now, slight separation from that area. So we see what Bitcoin did. Huge explosion through the bull market doors, through the 1618, and we're all the way up here. So if we're going to Cardano, there's still a lot more of this bull market story to be told, namely separation to the 1618, which is around $2.30 and beyond. All of this zoomed out on the charts, going into smart contracts. One of the
Y'all can't even hear me. Okay, so basically what he's saying is, if we compare this chart, Cardano's chart now, to Bitcoin's chart now, and look at it from a long-term view. If I can pull up the right charts, give me a second. Okay, so this is Bitcoin. If we compare 2007, where is that? Yeah, 2017 Bitcoin's all-time high to Bitcoin now, or all-time high back in 2017 to Bitcoin now. Y'all know what I mean, right? There's some growth here. And obviously these are just charts and all that, and I'm not too familiar with it. But what he's saying is, if we took the all-time high, we passed that for Bitcoin. And what he's doing is comparing that with the Cardano chart now, which, if I can pull up the right one. Okay, he's saying that we've barely scratched the surface of our all-time high and what Cardano's potential is. And if you look at it, you know, we're in the middle of what could potentially be a massive explosion. I pulled it up here. This 5% jump in 1 hour, of course it went down the next 2 hours, but in the long term, or at least midterm, there's some huge growth, especially the next point that he brings up here, which is smart contracts. I talk about it in my other videos, but something that I want to get into here, I really want to emphasize, you know, I want to go back to the quote of the day and what I like to, like, investing should be like watching paint dry, bruh. If you don't know much about Cardano, consider subscribing, because we live streaming every weekday. Every weekday we are learning about Cardano, and every time I think that I know about Cardano, every time I think that I, you know, have a deep understanding of it, or at least a basic one, there's always so much more to learn. So if this sounds interesting to you, y'all know what to do, bro. Yeah, just go back to the fundamentals of investing. It's, you know, of course crypto is very new, we're all excited about it. I know my title is probably clickbait, but hey, don't be afraid to miss out of opportunities, because there's always opportunities out there that you can get into those other opportunities and be really picky about the opportunities that you choose. That way, there's a good analogy for it, right? You don't have to swing the bat every single time a ball comes toward you. So yeah, this is the one opportunity that I'm going after for the next, you know, however long, because I believe in Cardano long term. I believe in the mission, and I know I've been talking a lot, so I'm just gonna shut up, except there's another thing that I want to pull up for y'all. Some real life cases of Cardano, because what's the point of all this if we're just looking at some charts and prices? What's the point of all that if we don't even have any real use cases in the real world? What is this? I just accidentally scrolled down. Dang it. No, I missed my damn, man. Alright, what was I gonna, hey, one of these things. But anyway, oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Okay, so there is an industry out there that is expected to go to about $4 trillion in terms of global value by 2022, I believe. Let me actually pull it up. If I can pull it up. I can't pull it up. Come on! Bro, Windows. Okay, here it is, y'all. The International Chamber of Commerce expects the global cost of counterfeit goods and piracy to reach $4 trillion by 2022. Now that might, I'm not here to talk about whether or not that's something that, I'm not here to talk about my opinion on that. What I'm here to talk about is that's a problem that the world is facing and many businesses are facing. And with problems, hopefully there's somebody out there to come up with a solution. And what's the point of all this blockchain stuff if we're not able to actually use it? And so I'd like to share with y'all what is an actual use case of blockchain, and specifically Cardano's blockchain being used in the real world. Supply chain. This is a supply chain problem that is being impacted by counterfeit goods. And a study that I'd like to point out from this article, it says, a recent study concluded that 94% of consumers are likely to be more loyal to a brand that offers supply chain transparency. Well, what's some context there? What does that exactly mean? Supply chain transparency, right? So let's look at the company that Cardano is partnering with. Cardano reveals its first supply chain solution in association with ScanTrust. So basically what I'm trying to get at here is one of these solutions is going to be, this is actually the first supply chain solution with a wine company. And this thing that I highlighted here, let me pull it up real quick. The Cardano ScanTrust application will connect metadata on the Cardano blockchain to unique and traceable ScanTrust QR codes on Baya wines bottle designated. Blah, blah, blah. So that sounds like a bunch of jargon, right? I'm just going to summarize it here. This basically allows, let's say you buy a wine bottle and you want to find out, hey, where did that wine bottle come from? What are the exact locations before I got it from this local store, the local wine shop? I don't know what a wine shop is, bro. I don't drink. Anyway, I'm able to pull up what appears to be a Cardano ScanTrust app, and I'm able to pull up, hey, a very transparent supply chain for and pinpoint each and every location that my specific wine bottle has touched. And yeah, that's just a very interesting concept and use case for Cardano and blockchain technology, in my opinion. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, y'all. Like I said, we look into and research Cardano and more broadly projects that we believe have a long-term impact, positive impact in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.